Jangle. Jangle.
Enter the Lab, episode 19, Elvis, Escobar, Fort Sama. After a long, eventful Easter weekend for me that had nothing to do with Easter, but full of good times and good memories. Yeah, absolutely. How was your weekend? We didn't talk much this weekend.
Oh, no, we were both kind of just, in our own world, I guess. Weekend was good, man. I can't complain these days. Just got a good thing going. Just grilled. Had my boy Mike made some garlic parm wings. Made a little bit of pizza, had a few Modelo's. We took a shot for every knockdown and every knockout during the UFC fights over the weekend. So
yeah, I didn't watch those at all. Good quality fights on that.
It was a few bangers, nothing too crazy, but I mean, I just like watching that shit. It's cool. It gives me something to do. Builds the testosterone up after a good workout. So
absolutely,
but no, weekend was good. Just took a little bit of naps, took a few naps, and just kind of relaxed.
You really are the master of naps. Like anytime you don't hit me up right away, bro. Other than when I text you something, then I see you live in another chat, and I'm like, all right, either you're avoiding me or you don't want to whatever. No, I get it. Yeah, or sometimes you just don't answer for and it's always the times between now that you have a job, it's different though. But like noon to 4, I'm like, what are you doing? And then it's like you just woke up from a 4-hour nap. I'm like,
bro, it's because when I wasn't working, I would just stay up till all hours of the night like that, dude. My sleeping schedule was so off. It was so bad. I would literally stay up sometimes, and I would see the sun go up, and I'm just like, oh fuck, this is bad.
That's like the alarm clock to go to bed. It's like the opposite alarm clock. Like if you're still up at that time, whether you're sober or like what you're doing, or you're just having a good, up to no good, that's the alarm clock to go to bed.
Yeah. Nah, I was just too deep into this stupid crypto NFT stuff, and I just went down a big black hole for 6 months, and I was just like, all right, let me step away, let me step back, because I got burned out, bro. And I was just crazy about it, and now I don't even check that shit because I know how addicting it got, I know how crazy it got, and plus I got a job now, so I can't be going to sleep at 6 a.m. and waking up at 7:30 in the morning. But if I can squeeze in a nap, I'm going to.
What time do you now wake up for work? Because like I said, it's crazy to talk to you at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. back in the day, or a few months back, and then all of a sudden I can't picture you going to bed at midnight and then waking up at 8.
Now, I mean, it depends. If the kids are up, because I live with kids now. This shit's crazy, right? They usually wake me up. They'll wake me up before my alarm clock. So it'll be around usually 7. I'll be up, get up, go downstairs, make a protein shake, make some eggs, a little bit of toast, something like that, get my morning started. But yeah, that's
yeah, and you've been hitting the gym consistently. I mean, you got nothing but time now that you're in a different situation, live with somebody else. You're like, what are you going to do? You're going to get home from work, whatever, go to the gym. It's just the routine of.
Yeah. Now, I'm in it's just a locked routine. I feel like now, if something throws it off, I get mad. I get frustrated.
Yeah,
I'm like,
super
damn
irritable.
It, the other day, we finished work, we went to Walmart, and then it was Friday, which was terrible. And then we had to go back to the warehouse.
Friday night is a terrible time to go to Walmart.
Bro. Oh, and Easter weekend? Oh, hell
even worse. Yeah, that's double whammy.
But it was 5:30. They called us that they came to pick up some machines. And we had to go back to the warehouse, load them up on a truck, and then get back. And I'm like, damn, it's almost 7. Usually I'm starting my workout at 6. I need I was like, damn, should I even work out now? And I was like, I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. I can't skip it. But what I've been doing is my phone is usually at 30-40% when I get home. Plug that bitch in, charge it up, try and squeeze in a nap, 30-minute nap, bro. A little power nap, and then just get up, take my pre-workout, and just go lift some weights, man. But like, it's good. Having a gym in my neighborhood is probably one of the best things.
And you walk, right?
Yeah, it's like 2-minute walk, bro.
Yeah, that's
It's so great.
Yeah,
It's a little gym,
yeah.
but like
I always hated the process of getting in your car, driving to the gym, whether it was 5-10 minutes, finding a parking spot, it's just like that little thing annoyed me. If I could walk or run to a gym right where I live, that would probably help the process better. I just hate the getting in and out of your car, finding a parking spot. That's why I don't go to the gym. I've never been a gym person for those little reasons, and then also just the humans that live inside of a gym I just can't be around. It fucks with my mental health.
Nah, it's cool. I never really have any problems. Sometimes there just be some little jits like there, and like they get in my way, and like I just want to be like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like you're not even working out right. Like get the fuck out of here, bro. Like I want to tell their parents, be like, yo, like I'm about to drop a weight on your kid.
go follow Fort David. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for
fucking real.
Right. Go. I like his little his posts about fucking fast food and shit over the weekend.
Yeah.
And
all that been eating is Taco Bell.
And then when he be linking with Travis, it's like my dad showed up.
Yeah, he's 6'5", by the way. But yo, I gotta be for real. I love that. Like I love that him and Travis are hanging out, even though I'm not there. Yeah. Like that shit warms my heart, bro. Like I didn't even know they were hanging out.
It's the relationship nobody thought they needed.
Yeah, bro. I texted him one time. I was like, yo, Trav needs to go out. My boy needs to get out the crib. Hit him up. He's like, oh, he needs to get out too. I was like, perfect. Y'all fucking go out and do whatever. And then they've been out a few times after that. So like, that's awesome, bro. Like that's, like I said, that warms my heart. I love that shit.
That's funny. So real quick shout out to Kelsey and Matt Spicone. They got married over the weekend. That's where I was. Great little setup as far as it was in Kendall, like way west by the executive airport there. I don't even know why they have an executive airport, who's flying into that airport, and where are you going, because there's nothing within 30 miles of it. But it was a great time, hour drive there and back. Yeah, so it was fun. I was exhausted yesterday, got back right in time for the Nets game, and that was another story for another time, I guess. But that was pretty wild. But there is some news. Just because we like to start the podcast each episode with some relevant news. Before we started hitting record, you told me some thing about the masks, about airports, whatever. Like talk about that. Just because it's relevant.
Go,
you know, I'm
Florida,
in Florida,
baby.
You're in Georgia, so obviously most of the people you know are here. But what was that about? Because I thought I read two conflicting reports that it was unapproved and then shot down. Maybe it was the words they used that I was confused, but what was going on with that?
So I actually saw it on the Pat McAfee show. He was going nuts. He's like, "We beat COVID."
Yeah, he's hyped every time. I love it.
Yeah. But no, it was like a Florida federal judge, Trump appointee, by the way. It doesn't matter who appointed them. You know, just
shout out
that jab in there. Yeah, I mean, it's federal mandate now. Like they voided that mask mandate and, you know, public transportation and, you know, I guess buses, planes, airports.
Yeah, I still see buses in Florida where it's like mask required, like no other sign. Like I don't even know where this bus is going, but it makes sure it says mask required on the front of it. It's like, come on, dog.
We've known for the longest that these masks don't do shit. And like you're getting like, I don't know how many people fit in an airplane, 100 people. Like they don't even check your temperature or anything before you get in. They just let you go. All you got to do is check off a few boxes on the app or on the website before you book your flight. And no one ever reads that shit.
I spoke to a stewardess the other day, and she said the air, not only do they clean it a certain way after the flight, which they've always done. I forgot what the word was, but basically, like, I'm going to use the word fumigate, but it's not literal. The whole entire flight, like the aircraft, and then, but in the plane itself, it's circulating air. So you're taking the air outside and putting it in and cycling it. So it's probably the most safest as far as COVID you could be in. And and it's the most strict. It's wild.
Dude, like I just like, honestly, like I wear a hoodie or a crew neck every time I get on a flight and just put that shit over my head. That way I don't have to wear it and I just knock out every time.
Good little tip and trick. But so that's a big deal. I mean, I they said in May it was coming to an end as far as the mask requirements and all that. So it's good to see that at least one state out of the 50 has stepped up and got rid of that requirement. But we'll see, hopefully across the board, because airports, buses, and public transit are the last to go with these mandates.
Yeah, I'm happy, bro. Like it's just about time, because like what are we doing? Like
what are we doing? We're not. They've been saying trust the science and follow the science, but it's like all these things are doing the opposite. Like you said, we knew the masks weren't working. We're still requiring them. They don't work. Not me. That's not an opinion. Like let's not even try to be controversial. It's actual. They came out with reports. So like, if you want to trust the science one way for your benefit, government, you got to also trust the science when it does it, when it tells you opposite. So that's where it's like none of it makes sense. Obviously, for fun, we talked about the Kyrie thing, but like shit like that, it's like, what are we doing here,
dude? And like I saw your tweet the other day, and it made me laugh, and it made me think about
the Boston Celtics coach had it on his chin the whole game. I'm like, what are you doing? Take the fucking mask off.
And it made me think about these kids in high school playing basketball, wearing the mask on their chin, like, bro, what are we doing? Like,
no it lets you know that it was dumb from day one. It had it's either all or nothing. All or nothing.
Exactly.
Either make it strict and nobody could not wear a mask wherever they go, or nothing. Don't have either way. And it's ironic that we're called the United States of America and we couldn't be less united as states, because it's like we all have our own rules, regulations, and no one's following each other. It's all political. So I'm glad that is maybe a step in the right direction. Florida seems to be the pioneer. Florida and Texas seem to be the two states that are trying to move forward and trying to, be the first of doing things. And I'm glad I live in one of those two states.
Right. For real. I mean, like everyone's always, giving Florida a bunch of shit, saying, oh, Florida man this, Florida woman this, like,
hey,
Florida's a shithole, but why is everyone moving there?
Yeah.
Like make it make sense. Like it's not cool. Like if you're going to talk shit about Florida, then stay the fuck out of it. Like, don't move down here. Like I keep saying here and all that shit.
As if you live there
Florida anymore, but like I'm always gonna be a Florida boy at heart, man. So
of course.
Shit, like, yeah, I'm glad it needs to happen. Like, cause it's so dumb. It's so dumb. If you want to wear a mask, cool, wear a mask. Like it is what it is. If you got your own issues going on and all that kind of shit, cool. Do what you want to do. But like, I shouldn't have to be forced to. I can't remember the last time I wore a mask. Probably when I got on a flight. That's it.
Yeah, Jamaica was super strict with it when I went. Obviously in Florida, I don't wear my mask at all. Like, doesn't matter where I'm at. It's like, don't even bring it because not a thought. Because that's how we're just going to move forward. If you're still going to have a percentage of the people still rocking it, probably in their daily life for the rest of their life, because that's how humans are. They just overreact and they can't let go. And most people, not most, there's a lot of people that love to live in fear. They will never admit it, right? It's the same thing that I say about some women, like, you love the drama. They're like, no, I don't. It's like, yeah, well, your actions show that you love drama. You do everything to say that you enjoy all of this, and then you act as if you don't. So same thing with like humans with fear. Like people act like, oh no, it's safe. It's like these little things need to stop. And we haven't spent a lot of time on COVID and the mask and all that, but that happened today as we record this Monday night. So it's something that we're trying to get back. Maybe there is no more normal, but we're trying to get back to some sense of a societal normalcy. Anything else as far as breaking news, as far as like actual newsworthy non-sports stuff that you had down while we're on kind of those topics?
Elon Musk trying to buy Twitter. They're not letting him.
Yeah, what was going on? I think last time we talked about it, that he wanted to buy the majority stake, and then he's been doing Is this a ploy? Is this like a gimmick on his end to like try to shake it up without like knowing he's not going to be able to buy it? Is he still trying to do things and change the game with that? It seems
like this guy, like he I guess he wants to make it a private company, because like as far as social media apps go, Twitter is like the best in my opinion.
Yeah,
just because of everything that people are able to say, and like I guess it
could be toxic, but it is. I think it's the best of the.
But it's the least censored one. Like
I'm not on it.
Yeah, like the other day I tried to post a story on Instagram and they like stopped me from posting it and it was like, this looks like branded content. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? Like, let me post what I want to post, you know?
Mhm.
And like Instagram is such bullshit. Like there's ads after ads and it's like 6 stories of ads now.
Yeah, it's
Like
getting too much.
I'm sick of that. Like, no. So I guess he wants to buy Twitter and make it private, and he offered them a lot more money per share than they're actually worth.
Hmm.
So
And who's denying this? Who's like
I think
stopping anything from?
the
Oh,
SEC said
okay.
that if he tries to buy it, like they won't let him buy it or
Sounds
whatever.
kind of weird. Sounds like a David Stern not letting Chris Paul go to the
Yeah.
Lakers type shit, where it's like, hey, there's nothing that you could do about it, but I'm still gonna stop it, like just because I have the power to do that. That's
Right.
kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Elon is just always like 10 steps ahead of everyone, and they
Yep.
don't want him to have more power over stuff. And it's a shame because he could probably do a lot of good things to it. But what are we
What are you
gonna
gonna
do,
do?
man? Like
Yeah, if billions on billions of dollars can't change
money
that,
can't buy
what else are you
everything.
gonna do? Exactly. So hopefully, like we're both big fans of Elon, whatever he does for the future. Hate him, love him, whatever the reason is. At least we have somebody in our lifetime that's looking to move society, technology, whatever forward. There's a lot more people that are worse off or that do more bad to society. I think whatever he does, whether it's controversy or not, I think controversial or not, I think he's the Tony Stark of he's the
Yeah.
real Tony Stark of our world right now. And we need more of his ideas
I
and
just
more of
love
his
his tweets
inventions.
all the time too.
Yeah,
Like
he's funny. He's lit. Like, well, where does he
he's got
find the time to
personality,
tweet
bro.
and all? And it's him, not like somebody else
You
paid or an
definitely know
intern.
it's
Like,
him.
it's him. Like, I don't. He described some of his days because Rogan, when he was on Rogan, I think the second time he was like, "What does your days look like? How do you have time for things? Because you're over here like so much he's involved in, and it's like, how does he even find time to
He
tweet?
doesn't
I
have
mean,
a
it takes
house.
yeah, he does. He sold all of his assets. He sold like yeah, that was a crazy thing that he did. So anybody that's willing to do that, I don't care how much money you have, like just to have nothing. And he's really trying to change the world with like changing the way he thinks. Maybe he could help out that way by not owning a house. I don't know where he lives, where he gets Airbnbs at, but that's interesting. Anything else?
Shit. Nothing like really crazy.
Okay, because I got some stuff. That's why I was asking you. Kendrick Lamar's album announced,
Let's
which will
go.
be May. What was that? May
About time.
15th,
May 15th, yep. Or May
May
15th or
13th,
May
May
13th.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
May
yeah, yeah.
13th. That will be sick. I'm a huge Kendrick. I would put like who I like to listen to out of all the artists that I list, the Coles, the Drakes. He's like my favorite. I guess maybe because you don't get him so often. It's like one of those
Right, yeah.
you always want it. So when he does it, it's a big deal. And his albums usually for people who could listen to a Kendrick, people can't true fans or people who that know rap or whatever, like his type of art form. You can't just listen to a Kendrick album one time through and be like, "Oh, greatest," or "That was the worst," because I had to listen to Pimp a Butterfly like 12 times just to like fully, get because it just because they're not songs. Some of the songs are 7 minutes with no chorus.
Yeah,
Some of
right.
them end the last 2 minutes of him just talking. So it's more than just music. You're listening to the little epilogues and all those things, and you're really trying to put it together if it all makes sense. And it usually has a deeper underlying message. So I was hyped when I seen that. It's always good to get some good quality rap music
Yeah,
these
for
days.
me, like I listened to Kendrick like early, like 2010 to like 2012. And then like after a while, like I was just like his music was like too deep for me. Like I was just like,
That
all
makes
right,
sense.
like
Yeah.
I can't
Not a bad
relate
thing.
with this. Like even though
Yeah.
like I can't relate with like other rap songs and like other shit, but like it's upbeat, like
Yeah, of
whatever, like
course.
shit like that. But like Kendrick is different because I was just like, yeah, bro, like I don't know what it's like to struggle in the streets of Compton trying to make it. Like I can't relate with that.
Yeah.
Like
And he's coming from a different way because usually rappers that come from Compton with a struggle, they have way different music. I'm not
yeah,
saying they're worse off, but it's like you said, some of it is way deep, way artistic. And you have to really have patience to listen to a full Kendrick
exactly.
album
Yep,
versus he's not going to make too many hit records, pop culture songs. They
he's
happen to
not.
be pop culture, but they're really not meant to be.
His shit, I feel like, is more like he's preaching. To be honest, like he's like giving like a sermon type of thing. Like he just wants like
He
people
changes his
to,
voices often in
yeah,
songs.
yeah.
I
And
like
he's
that.
just
He's
like
unique.
he just does like different kind of things that not many rappers do, and like that would throw me off. And like Twitter
Really?
kills him all the time. Twitter is like,
Really?
yo, can it? Yeah, yeah, bro. Like
Oh, okay.
Twitter is
I
always like,
feel like
yo,
they respect him, but you know, Twitter,
they
they be
do,
cracking
of
jokes
course.
just for
It's
the
just for
likes, just for the
reactions.
retweets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, absolutely. But like, nah, you really have to like sit down and like take an Adderall to listen to a Kendrick album
Yeah.
because
For
like
real.
you're gonna miss something, bro. And then the next song starts and like it's off of that last song, and then you're like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, what's going
Yeah.
on?
Some of them blend
It's
into
like a
each
movie.
other.
It's like a TV show, bro. You got to pay
Yeah.
attention to that shit.
I mean, that Damn album was his last album. That came out, what, 2016 or something? So
It was a while ago.
it just came out the other day. It was like the 5-year anniversary, whatever, 6-year anniversary of that album coming out. But look how long that came out ago. And I haven't seen too many pictures other than the Super Bowl, like the performance, the before the commercials. Take that away, you don't really see Kendrick like out in the streets. Like, I don't know where he is, where he lives.
Bro.
Obviously, California somewhere, but like, there's no videos, there's no pictures of him
He's still
unless
in
he wants
Compton,
to be
bro.
seen. Bro, what? Like, I have no idea where this dude, how he moves. Obviously, he has a girl, he has a kid, I think. But like,
Yeah.
it's crazy how in silence he really is, and that's probably a blessing, and it's probably the way to do it. You know, he comes out when he wants to, obviously to provide us with good vibes and good times. But yeah, damn, that album won awards that a rapper has no business in winning. Like, he won, I forgot the name of the award he won for, like, best like artist human. Like, it didn't have to do with music. It was just I forgot what it's called. Look, I'll talk about it and then I'll talk about something so I can look it up. Yeah, look, my Googling right now, I'm just like, Kendrick winning award. Like, my Google search is so simple sometimes. God.
No, I was gonna say, to me, Kendrick's best album, I mean, is still Good Kid, Mad City. Like, I don't know why. I love that album. I saw him live when that album came out, so that's probably why I got an attachment to it. But I feel like Kendrick stuff, man, like I said, it's just too deep, and I really have to like think. Like, I don't like to think when I listen to music. Like, I'm not trying to like sit there and like resonate or whatnot.
I know what you mean. I got it pulled up. So, Damn by Kendrick Lamar in 2017 won the, what's it called? Just had it. No, let me go back. He won the Pulitzer Award. It is
Pulitzer Award?
Yeah, it's the prestigious award outside classic or jazz music. He's the first rapper. I guess it's like one of those like real deal, like, you know how like the Oscars go to movies you've never seen before? It's like one of those for music that like rappers don't win or never won, that like are super. And for him to win that in Damn, and I feel like Damn wasn't like talked about, at least from my friends that like rap, like, because you know what I mean, in group chats, you talk rap, like, yo, go listen to this, and it's like, I get it. They're talking about bitches and hoes and drugs. That's cool.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And he could make a nursery sound, but like when you put together an album like Damn, it's some quality stuff, and that's why he wins stuff like that, which is very weird.
It's like that Eminem skit where he's like, I can't sell this album. You know why Dre sells albums? Because he's rapping about bitches, blunts, and drugs. He's like, you're over here talking about overdosing, killing your mom, like all this shit. So yeah, no, it's definitely different. It's not going to be for everyone, and I feel like that's why he is who he is, and he just like shelters himself. He's not like, he's an artist, but he's not like a rapper. Like, rappers nowadays are like flashy. They got these big chains on, you know, they wear all this designer clothes, and like then you see Kendrick and it's like, bro, when's the last time you got your hair braided? Like, come on.
That's funny.
No, he's the total opposite, and that's why I have such a respect for him, and I need this new album to drop because I know the jokes are going to be flying on Twitter.
It drops. Yeah, what'd you say?
I said the jokes are going to be flying on
Twitter.
Yeah,
no, of course. Yeah, because you know some songs aren't going to be the standard, like 16 bars, hook. more. They're going to be little like sketches, and music videos are always going to be intriguing. So I'm definitely going to look forward to that. Speaking
People
of
will
music,
be like, "Oh, I need to go to sleep. Let me put this Kendrick album on."
I love it. Speaking of music, we'll kind of stay in that theme because I like when music topics or albums come out, which are far few between nowadays with rap, because there's always in the life of streaming, there's always music being released, whether it's singles, and rare do you get a Kendrick releasing an album, and it's a big deal. But Coachella, I haven't heard anything from Coachella. Nobody died. Nobody, no drug overdoses, nothing controversial
that we
on
know
stage.
of.
Did you hear anything? I don't know. Like usually
Nah.
Coachella has that thing of they like either the people that go or the people who perform do controversial shit just because they know it's gonna go viral. I didn't hear or see anything. I was kind of out in touch with going to the wedding and stuff, but for the most part, I didn't see anything crazy about Coachella this year.
No, I didn't see anything crazy either. It's because all like all the popping people that used to do Coachella are either like married, wifed up, or pregnant, or just had a baby.
Yeah.
So like, it kind of switched up a little bit. COVID's changed all that shit. But I mean, I didn't see anything crazy about Coachella either. I saw like,
just outfits of the typical stuff, but like usually like Coachella outfits are like the big deal and stuff like that. I didn't even see too much of that. Like
it's not even like trending.
Yeah, was it like a down year? I mean, I'm looking at Coachella's Instagram now. Like the weekend, I heard had a good set. Doja Cat was everywhere performing.
Megan Thee Stallion performed, and she snapped that.
I mean, everybody performs at Coachella, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was just nothing like. No surprises. Usually there's always somebody like Andre 3000 will come out randomly, like stuff like that. I didn't really see or hear anything, but if you're listening to this podcast episode and something did come out that we're unaware of,
like, oh my God, how'd you miss this at Coachella?
Yeah, exactly.
How could you? I can't believe you guys. Blah blah blah.
I don't think
you guys. You mean you weren't there live streaming and talking about it? Like,
come on, Molly. Huh? Yeah.
You didn't do any acid, bro.
Yeah, I do it in my own house. I don't need to do it with 100,000 people around. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Like fun.
Coachella. Speaking of still music, every time I think of Rihanna, I think of you now, because ASAP and Rihanna allegedly had some cheating scandal going on. It turns out 48 hours later, it was a rumor. Rarely does like rumors come out that are so strong, reported by multiple
Everyone was
sources,
talking about
and then
it, bro.
It comes out the next day like, nah, that was complete lie. Like, rarely do. I'm not saying they're credible. Like, think about it. Like, just because TMZ, but like when people report things like that, they put their reputation on the line. You know what I mean? So they can't just come out with it without thinking. So I don't know. Maybe it was true and they like put it to the side. But
bro.
Man, the fairy tale was almost ruined by A$AP Rocky. They were like, "You had one job. You got her pregnant already. Just don't."
Yeah, bro. It's funny because Bree sent me a bunch of memes about it, and I was like, "Bro, you already locked it down. Like, you got her pregnant, like, But that just goes to show you the power of the internet and social media. And like, I saw a tweet about it. It was like one person tweeted that he cheated on her, and we all ran with it. So like,
because we want it to be true. It's like, God, I knew they weren't perfect.
Love the drama. We love the drama, bro. We live for it. But no, I mean, internet always kills it with the memes. People like, I hope it's true, but at the same time, like,
he's such a hater. Like, he squeezed that in there. Yeah, I was kind of hoping. You're an idiot.
But nah, man, like, I really don't hope it's true, because how could you cheat on a pregnant woman, bro? Like, that's messed up, especially Rihanna.
I mean, people be saying that. There's a Jay-Z bar like back in the day. Bro. I think it's something like, even I forgot the actor's name, but like Eric Bonet or something like that. He like cheated on Halle Berry back in the day when Halle Berry was like late 90s, early 2000s, like the hottest thing, early 2000s, hottest thing. Like, and I forgot the bar, but it like let people know like anything could happen to anybody just because you're like hot or you're perfect. Like the purpose, like it doesn't matter. Like shit be happening like that all the time, and it's not right. It just, how could you cheat on Beyonce? Yo, you're not in that relationship. Maybe someone in that relationship is crazy as fuck. Like, us humans don't do logical shit all the time. Like, how many friends you have, you're like, they make decisions, you're like, that was blatantly dumb. And like, they can't even see how dumb that is, and then they defend it. I got a few that,
probably... There was a tweet that was like, Beyonce and Rihanna both got cheated on, and y'all bitches out here still thinking your man's loyal.
Oh, speaking of, that's the other thing you talked about.
Yo.
Today's tax day. You had a couple,
Yeah,
couple
today's tax day. Today's tax day. A lot of people got their taxes. Look, man, if this isn't what you wanted me to say, I'm gonna say what you want me to say.
Oh, okay.
But if you're over the age of 25 or like going into your 30s and you still have, unless it's someone like you got to do your own taxes, bro. Like at least learn how to do your own taxes. That is such a great skill to learn.
But so you're saying literally do them like on like, what is it? Turbo tax?
Yeah, bro.
Like do it yourself that way. Cause I don't know how taxes work at all. I just know I pay a guy and I trust him.
Yeah.
Get yourself a Jewish guy too, because
exactly. Yes, 100%.
I think my guy might be Italian, but whatever.
Nipsey had a bar like that too about Jewish guy doing his taxes. Yeah. But for all y'all out there, it's tax day. A lot of these OnlyFans girls don't know what a 1099 is.
They're like, damn, I made $1 million, but like, how am I gonna claim all this? Like, I don't know where to start.
So a lot of them had to pay their taxes today, and I saw a lot more than usual than I normally heard of seeing on Twitter. Hey, or on Instagram. Hey, check out my spicy site. It's on sale. So they gotta get their money up.
Realize they're like, damn,
I just paid 20 bands in taxes. Fuck. I can't make my car payment next month. Let me lower my subscription price.
making these videos and pictures in an empty ass condo with no furniture in it.
With I don't understand that. On the floor,
where's your furniture? Is that your home? Do you own it? Are you renting?
Look, bro.
Does somebody else pay for that? Like, why is there so much space in your bedroom? It's not even like a side table. Like, that's a must. Like, at least if you're gonna have a bed, have a side table. You would think
they got a vanity. That's it. So they can do their makeup, a ring light, and their money goes to buy a baby Benz. That's it.
So wild. Like,
and some Christian Louboutins, and maybe a Birkin. Like,
isn't it crazy that like OnlyFans? Remember they came out that they were gonna like ban like porn, like real deal sex and porn on it, and I don't think they did. No. I think they realized after people were like, all right, well, I'm gonna unsubscribe and you're not getting my money no more.
A lot of people started going to other sites and shit. Like, yeah, people are crazy.
They realized they didn't have to pay for any of it. They could just go on a Reddit stream, like some of us do. Not me, but some of us
allegedly. But hey, look, if OnlyFans goes public, I'm buying stock in it. Because
Matt, dude,
sex
we will live in a world where OnlyFans goes public. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Look, man.
But
have you seen some of the screenshots that these girls be posting of how much money they make? And it's in the $250,000 sometimes. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, like, this is nuts.
A lot.
Like, you know me, like, I'd be waiting till that shit be free or like it'd be $3 a month. Like,
yeah, it's like you got 3 days left to join for free.
Like, bro, these full subscription prices, it's like, bro, your shit $50 a month? Oh, hell no.
You know what I mean? Like, Netflix gone up. Now it's like $15.99. What do you mean? You're spending $12.99 on some girl that like in Nebraska that like you like watching on cosplay or something? I don't know what it is, but like, how you paying Netflix prices for an OnlyFans? It's crazy.
No.
Blows my mind, right? No matter how free the like porn has been or any type of internet nudity, it's like you could find pages that have it for free, bro.
Yeah,
I get it. If you got the time,
you
got the money,
just hit me up. I got a few links or a few people that know some people that I'll help you out.
Yeah, I know nothing about it for the record. I just whatever you tell me, I believe. But yeah,
just learn how to do your taxes.
Please do your taxes. I always get an extension on my taxes. Why give the government money? Make them wait a little bit, tease them. So I'm glad I got extensions on my business and personal. So
we give our government money so they can give it to foreign countries.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, gas is going down little by little.
Yeah,
it won't come down but I've been seeing regular for under $4 in Florida. I don't know how it is by you.
Good. That's nice. No, I've seen it when I first got out here to Georgia. It was like 380 something, 390, but now I see some
Oh.
places and it's like 343.
Oh wow,
350
yeah.
something.
In Florida, it just
Yeah.
got below 4 for regular. Obviously, I don't put regular in my car, but
And here they have a
so it's
lot
got to
of
go
like,
down another $1 for me to feel comfortable with these prices.
yeah,
Still.
they have a lot of gas stations here that have like membership stuff that you can do, and it's
They
like
try to
$10 less
feast
a
on
gallon.
they try to feast on
Yeah.
like, oh, see, you wouldn't be paying $3.99 if you had a membership, but then you got to lock into that one gas station and hope you got it around. Hey, it makes sense for both. I do that in my way.
I'm lucky. I've been carpooling to work. My car only leaves the driveway on the weekends when I have to do some stuff and if I have to go to the store and, you know, whatever. But usually my homie lets me use his whip. You know, it's got push to start. It's got Bluetooth.
You got a rear view camera?
It's got a rear view camera.
Oh,
it's got the assisted steering where if you almost get out of the lane,
Ultima
it pulls you back. Nissan Altimas are always in crashes.
Wait,
RIP to my Nissan Altima, bro. No, I used to. RIP to my Nissan Altima.
Was it olive color?
It was like a greenish color.
Yeah,
okay. That was the car, yeah. My brother and my mom used to drive. Yeah, that shit got totaled. RIP. A lot of good moments in that car. I used to rev the fuck out of that engine and just drive crazy in that bitch. But no, I got an 05 Impala, baby.
You know? Oh, yeah, okay.
With 5% tint on my windows.
At 5%. You can see up in my window. Because every time you came to my crib, you never had your car. You had like a fucking Kia Sport?
I had the Suzuki. The Suzuki,
whatever the fuck that shit was.
Yeah, that shit, bro. That shit, you close the door, you would lock it, close the door, and it would unlock. You would have to like,
oh my god,
do some dumb shit. My dad explained that to me after my iPhone got stolen. I'm like, yo, thanks, pops. Like, you couldn't have told me that before.
Oh, you had it in your car?
Yeah, I had a work phone, and I just left it in there. And I was at Meisner, and someone stole my shit. So if you listen to the pod, you a bitch.
In Meisner, in a nice
Meisner,
area,
bro, in Boca, bro.
A lot of these, a lot of they're smart. I mean, I live in a decently nice area, and on the Ring app, because we got the Ring like a few months ago, like for Black Friday, which is good. I love it. I be checking if I'm not home for hours at a time. I'll go on the Ring app and I'll be like, person detected. I'm like, who is it? And it's like the mail person, and then I still watch. I'm like, what? Well, funny stuff. Why are you looking into the doorway? But the Ring app is awesome. But what was I gonna say about that? Oh, people be breaking into cars because, nice cars because you know how cars these days the mirrors fold in, most of them, new updated when you lock it. So now what I've realized is a thing after like seeing like because they have it like a neighborhood tab where you could post like, hey, be on the lookout for somebody breaking into cars. Anytime you see it, they check doors or cars of doors or whatever. If their windows, the mirrors are out, that means it might be unlocked. So they play that percentage. Pretty smart. You know what I mean? Think about it. You got 10 cars out there that look nice. You go a driveway and they usually like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. They're looking for cars and all they got to do is try it. Like if it's locked, it won't open. But if the windows are, so it kind of gives you a percentage, like 40%. Hey, you might get lucky. So that's if you have a nice car out there and your mirrors fold in, make sure you like that shit because that's what they're doing down here in South Florida. I always wake up I'll be laying in bed sometimes and I'll get like a thought like, did I lock my car? Because I'm always going in and outside of my car for various reasons. But like I'll wake up and like, good thing I have an app now. You could check an app and be like, oh, never mind, because it'll alert you. You got to get an upgrade car, bro. Save some money.
Hey, soon.
Keep grinding. Sell some EHT, ETH, NFT. Get yourself a bougie car because it's nice to be able to go on an app and put up your windows, make sure your car's locked. Treat yourself. One day, Papa.
Yeah,
you'll get that Bluetooth. Soon. You get that Bluetooth.
I get that Bluetooth in my car, bro.
I love it. Let's get into sports because that's kind of what we
Miami
know
Heat. Miami Heat.
I'm glad we got to
the
talk
Hawks.
About
you already know
sports because I don't want to talk about
the
sports.
Hawks were going to beat us. They said the Hawks were going to beat us.
We'll talk about 6, each of our times.
Hawks in 7. What? 8 seed team, bro? Who playing? We playing team? Come on, bro. We number 1 in the East for a reason. And you know what? We go to the finals. All right. Jimmy Butler.
Here we go.
Duncan Robinson. 8 of 9.
This is why
from 3.
People hate Miami Heat fans.
Had an and 1 4-point play. All right, and he was talking that shit after. Okay, look, man. We didn't even have our full team the whole season. Bam, not being considered for Defensive Player of the Year? What the fuck? Nah,
yeah,
bro.
Shout out Marcus Smart. I don't like him, but it was good to see somebody else not being a center win.
First guard since Gary Payton to win the award. Shout out to him, even though he stays flopping, whatever.
Yeah.
But, bruh, give me whoever. I don't care. I don't care. It don't matter. Heat 6. I'm done. Tyler Hero.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that game. That was when we were still in Kendall.
It was an early
working
game.
Our way back. Yeah.
We tried this too, an early game.
Early game for the number 1 seed.
Bullshit, bro.
All right, let's I won't get into the Nets game. Obviously, they got dominated. They didn't play well, but they still only lost by 1. If Durant gets a better look at the rim, or they create a better offensive play on that last possession for us, that then they go back down the court, or something happens. So, and then we win, and we're talking about something different. I still wouldn't have felt good with if we won. That I would feel good. Obviously, it's better to feel like you didn't play your best and you're still up a game. But yeah, we didn't play well for 75% of that. And then Kyrie by himself, while KD was on the bench, he went off. Obviously, the antics with the Celtics crowd, it was very expected. Yeah, the fact that he was throwing up, double fingers, that was awesome. That it's good to see a player. Kyrie, no matter what he does, he's going to be controversial. Controversial. Like, he says something the right way, politically correct, he'll still get criticized. Stephen A. Smith and Mike Wilbon are the biggest Kyrie haters right now. Like, Kyrie could save a baby from a burning building, and somehow they would be like, do we know if Kyrie started the fire or not? Like, they'll still find a way to manipulate it, and they hate on the Nets. They don't want the Nets to win the championship because they have their own narrative about coronavirus and how they cheat.
Stephen A. is a freaking Knicks fan, and Wilbon is
he just loves to hate.
Yeah,
and I like Wilbon. I watch PTI every single day, but man, he's been just saying the most recently. Yeah, it's crazy. So 1-0, I think. I mean, if you would have told me, and I'll end on this, for me, if you told me, hey, we're going back to Brooklyn 1-1 before that game yesterday, that's what I want. Just got to take one game, so it's not over. But next game on Wednesday, they got a few days off, so now more for Ben Simmons to come back later on the series, hopefully. But they got a chance to review some tape and make adjustments, because I think very talented teams make adjustments, and I think that's what they do. Go ahead.
Kyrie did that fasting.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot that during the day. He didn't eat fasting before or during. That's crazy.
39 points and dealing with
hungry Kyrie hashtag.
Yeah. Dealing with them racist ass fans in Boston. And they were saying some crazy shit to him.
Wild shit.
They were saying some like
Boston and Utah. They be saying wild like that's the great thing about, how they talk about the Garden and Barclays, how like energetic we are as a New York crowd. You don't hear a lot of Knicks fans or Net fans getting kicked out of games. Like, think about it. Like, there's not many reports or news situations that like somebody wild out, because we respect the game, we respect the players, and we'll clap when they are dominating our team and be like, damn, you deserve that 50 piece. We deserve that. But there's no wild shit. Boston and Utah fans, they be saying crazy stuff to the opposing fans, even to their own fans, basically, or their own team.
Yeah. It just, just the stuff that all of Twitter is saying. Of course, Twitter is going to get what they have to say off, but like the questions that he was being asked after the game, and like I posted a little snippet of it this morning, and it's like the dark side, embrace it. And it's just, it's true, bro. And that brought me back to like Kobe, like that Mamba mentality, because no matter where he goes, no matter what he does, he's going to be hated on just because of his own personal views.
Yep.
And like this reporter was like, oh, how do you react towards this hostility? And he had to tell him like 3 times. He's like, it's not hostile, bro. Like it's basketball. It's playoff basketball. This is what I expect. This is what I know. Like, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, the media never ask you questions when it comes to that. Like, what do you, bro, like, never. And then Kyrie's like, I've been used to this my whole life. I played at Duke. You know what I mean? We had to play in the finals, game 7s. Like, I've been doing this.
It's just, and it's like, bro, how do you have all these credentials? How'd you like go to school, do whatever you had to do in school, get a degree, and you're still asking these dumbass questions? And it's just like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, you want to talk about basketball? Cool, ask me about basketball. If you want to talk to the fans, go ask them. Like, they're the ones you need to ask.
These guys are not. That's why I fuck with Pat McAfee. Anytime he has guests on, he asks great questions because he's not asking a question to make his story that he's about to write more intriguing, or he's not asking a question to go viral. He's going to go viral by himself because he's energetic. He's going to be fun and engaging. He asks some good questions like getting into the psyche and the mind of a person. These reporters are just like, what do you think? Like, they're just so standard questions. They have no personality. They have no relationship with the players. That's what hurts them too. They're a 50. Most of the time, they're a 55-year-old dude that's never played the sport of basketball asking a 28-year-old, what do you think about today's game in today's world? And that person can't relate. So automatically, Kyrie's like, this is a dumb fucking question.
Yeah,
you know,
and
so
I mean,
that's where I think it starts.
We talked about it, like, dude, these athletes are human. Like, you want a reaction, like, if you like he said, if you call me a pussy, if you call me a bitch, if you do this, if you do that, like,
and he said it in the comment. I like that he said it and didn't like sugarcoat it. I like how he said
that. I wasn't expecting that out of him.
Me neither.
Like, you know, when he just started going off, I'm like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah, because those are harsh words. Those are real words that I don't think anybody said the P word in it. I've never heard. Like, that's a harsh word to say at an NBA playoff press conference that's going to go national.
He didn't get fined, so that's, you know.
Not yet. I guarantee you, first thing,
it's going to come.
8:33 a.m. tomorrow, Shams will report he got fined $50,000. I think more, because normally it's $25.50. He was doing it not only the whole game, but also in the presser. So he might get fined like $75,000, $100K.
Yeah, some fan was like, Kyrie, you suck. He's like, suck my dick, bitch.
Fucking KD, the dude was rooting for him like a month ago. He's like, hey, KD, man, you're doing good out there. He's like, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, hey, KD, he's giving you a compliment, bro.
Yeah, no,
Kyrie
I love it,
and
man.
KD are on the same energy. I love it.
Yeah, I wish more players would do it because some fans be saying some wild shit, bro. Like, you have just because you bought tickets to go watch them play doesn't mean you can say whatever comes to your mind. Like, nah, bro. Like, and then don't get mad when they come back at you, dog. Like, take that shit.
My other favorite quote he said was, you know, most of these people I like to look in the eye after they say some slick shit because most of them ain't about it anyway. After you ask them, hey, what are you gonna do? They ain't about it any. And that he said something similar to that, but like that's the case. You turn around after they say something, and all of a sudden they're like, no.
Yeah. Playing the victim.
It was him or whatever. It's like, you're a pussy because you can't say it when you're looking at my face. Same thing on social media. That's why, you know, our thousands of viewers out there, and as we get, you know, global and we get a verified check one day, we can't let it go to our heads. We can't worry about the comments, but we also won't shut off the comments because we could take the smoke.
Absolutely. I welcome the smoke.
I welcome. Yeah, please. I love it,
bro. I want all of it. The dark side. Embrace it.
We want to get famous just so we could show y'all how to deal with a little fucking controversy. Not even for the money. But anyway, most valuable players, like you said last week on episode 18, Giannis, Joker, and Embiid are top finalists 3 for the Rookie of the Years. You got Cunningham, you got Barnes, and you got Mobley. Six man, your boy Hero. Kevin Love, and what's his name? Cameron Johnson. Yeah. Shout out Tar Heels. And then you got for Defensive Player of the Year, we already know who won that. Most Improved Player, John Morant. Who's the other two? They don't have the names. I just looking at Garland and what's the dude from the Spurs?
DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray.
Jordan Poole not being on that list is criminal.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to bring that. That's why I wanted to bring that one up. I mean, all 3 of those deserve the finalists. So, like, who would you can't see? Don't say it unless who would you kick out though?
Who would I kick
Murray.
out?
It would have to be Murray because his team got the lower seed.
I feel like honestly, like this is gonna sound crazy, but I take Ja.
John Morant. Yeah, you're right. Because now he's
a second overall pick. He's the All-Star. Like
I stand corrected. I agree with you. And I don't want to agree with you all the time with that, but yeah, he's MVP caliber. He's the 4th finalist or the 5th finalist in MVP. So
it's like, bro, we already knew who this dude was going to be. Like, if you watched college basketball, if you watched his rookie season, like we knew what he was capable of. So like, you're just putting him on there because
he was most improved.
He did improve,
but as far as the category, I mean, Jordan Poole, he played 76 games on a team that was riddled of injuries and still got them into a 3rd or 4th seed, whatever they were, averaging 18 a game, 19 a game. Yeah, 100%.
He was having 30-point games, like 5-6 threes a game, and like he was just making crazy like and one plays, dribble moves.
45% from field goal, 36 from 3. It's not gonna like 93% from free throw. Like those are like quality fucking stats right there.
And that's on a team with Steph, Clay,
years old,
and Draymond, like
in and out of the lineup constantly with injuries. All 3 of those.
Yeah, and you know what? We talked about it in one of the chats. We were really high on Bridges. A lot of us were really high on Bridges on being most improved, and he kind of just fell off. And Jordan Poole took over. I thought, bro, like I don't understand who makes these lists, who comes up with these finalists, but Jordan Poole not being on there, that's trash, bro.
No, I agree with you with the John Morant. It's not because you're saying John Morant only because you expect so much more from him. On number 2 pick, you expected him to be where he is in maybe year 3 or 4. Obviously, I think he went a little faster and he's trajecting up, but the other 2 or 3 guys that we just talked about, those guys aren't ever going to be probably in the MVP discussions, and that's why they should be involved in the most improved because they don't have that expectation. You're right. That was a good point that you brought up, and hopefully people talk about it in that light because I think it's right. That's it for basketball. I did want to mention a few things that I've seen pop up to get your take. Where do you think on the NFL, where do you think, real quick, Baker Mayfield goes? Obviously, with Deshaun Watson, he's going to get suspended, and it's only as a topic discussion, but Watson's going to get probably suspended, so there's going to be games that they're going to not have a quarterback. He's probably not going to return to camp. Where do you think he goes? And do you think he'll start wherever he goes?
Man, with Baker, bro, like this dude is like, he's not a bad quarterback, but like I just feel like he hasn't matured yet. Like I don't know what it is with him. I honestly think. How long
is it going to take you to mature? You're 26 years old, bro.
Yeah,
come on.
It's tough though because like he's getting paid a lot of money, and like he's just like he's a better Johnny Manziel.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was 26, I just had moved to Florida. I wasn't mature yet, so I take that back. Like,
yeah,
I'm 32 now, and it's like, damn, 6 years ago I was not mature.
But I don't think he goes anywhere. I don't think because they're so they're so uncertain with what's going to happen with Deshaun, and they gave him a lot of money, so they need to be sure. But I don't think he goes anywhere unless they get like they're probably going to ask for a lot in return, and not many teams are going to offer that for a mediocre quarterback, which isn't bad in today's NFL because there's not that many good quarterbacks, but I don't think a lot of teams are going to take that risk because you don't know what you're going to get. Yeah. So I think he stays. It's funny that people were saying that he might go to Carolina, and Robbie Anderson was like, no.
Yeah, that was the other thing we've seen. I think wherever team he goes, I don't think he starts right away. I think he has an opportunity to start, whether he goes a team like Pittsburgh, whether they allow that because that's in division. But if they weren't in that division, he would have got, because that's an ideal situation.
Yeah.
But there's teams out there that are still looking for quarterbacks that they have a quarterback and they don't know if they're – these days, man, it's good to have two. You're seeing that with a lot of teams. You've seen it with the Bills, with Josh Allen. Now Trubisky got a deal, having him being a backup. So you're going to see, an elite quarterback have a backup that's capable of coming in, God forbid an injury comes or whatever happens, where, there's a lot of talent as far as quarterbacks out there. Speaking of, I seen today Kaepernick was was on SportsCenter, which that man still doesn't have a job, and it's been 5 years, and it's literally collusion. When he sued back in the day, it was like a big deal. Like, oh, why? It's collusion. The fact that all 32, how many teams are in the NFL? 32. the fact that no one's, and they said today, Adam Schefter was like, no one's come close to offering him a deal. Like, no one's even sat down and like started talking. That's insane, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that it's insane, but it is because like you have all these other QBs getting deals that like, and it sucks because we haven't seen
A
what
lot of
he
them
can do.
unproven, and he's at least proven it at some level in the
Yeah.
Super Bowl or in high pressure games.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because like he was a pretty dynamic quarterback. Like
Bro, he's ideal for today's game. He's not like, if he's not, he could run. He's a playmaker. He has experience. He has relationships.
Yep.
Like, why couldn't he?
It's just it doesn't make sense to me why he hasn't been given a shot. Because like, all right, you could say like some team gave him a shot and then he came out and threw like 5 picks. All right, cool. You know, like there's been games where he's done that, where he's had really bad games, but everyone has a bad game or a few bad games. Like that's okay. But
yeah, we're not sizing it down to 1 game or 5 games. Like, you need to see a whole season.
Yeah, I think it's too far gone now, bro. I think it's too late. I think, you know, like that time has passed him. Like like they got the USFL now, bro. TO's catching touchdowns. Like
that's where he should go.
Bro.
Go prove a point. Like,
go,
if you really
go do something somewhere else and then get your shot. Like, you know,
I think that's what I think he's given the NFL like one more chance because the XFL's come in, the USFL is here, and there's other things. I think this last summer he's gonna give it a chance to compete because obviously you want a job in the NFL first and foremost. But I think if he doesn't get it here, he's gonna try out for, and he should be he could be the face of the XFL. Yeah, it's not the NFL, but if you want to go suck my dick to the NFL and these owners and this commissioner or whatever, then that's how you go do it. You go do it in another league and you go be the face of it. Because guess what? He's not going to be doing it for free. He's still going to be getting a bag, whether it's not as much as the NFL, but he's going to be,
some endorsements
could come in. Exactly. And I love the quote today I heard was, he got shunned from the league for, you know, Black Lives Matter, all these things. Now it's all over their helmets, all over the field. It's
and racism.
Because it's the cool thing now. It's marketable. Oh, look, we invest in Black Lives Matter. But the one person that was I'm going to use this, pioneer or the first person to bring it up and demonstrate it, you shunned. So I'm telling you, if he goes to the XFL, whoever's team he's on, look at me. I'm just one person, but I'm gonna fucking watch those games and I'm gonna root for him because I'm like, the NFL is missing somebody that could promote the game in a good way. He's never been controversial by saying outlandish shit. What do we talk about on this podcast? How many criminals, how many felonies are on some of these teams? Felonies, bro.
Yeah.
Bad human beings sometimes play defensive end for like the Charlotte or Carolina Panthers, but meanwhile, like Kaepernick, nah. Like what?
We don't want it.
Yeah.
Speaking of controversial stuff and controversial players and outlandish stuff, I'm glad you brought that up. Floyd Mayweather has offered a deal to any NFL franchise that will sign his boy, Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah, they're linking up.
Yeah, they're boys now. You see him sitting courtside in Miami, at the Heat game, all that kind of stuff, with their big busted out chains and whatever, But he said if Antonio Brown, if you sign him, he plays well, whatever, they got to give Floyd 20 mil. But if Antonio Brown is Antonio Brown and he does some dumb shit, Floyd has to pay the team 20 mil.
Jeez.
So, if I'm an NFL franchise, I'm kind of like, let me take that deal because, the past 4 years, we've seen what Antonio Brown has done, and it's kind of like a free 20 mil. So
the wide receivers are demanding that bag. Like Debo, your boy, is holding out. What's
AJ Brown?
AJ Brown and who's the third one? Debo, AJ Brown. Oh, and McLaurin.
McLaurin. Yep.
McLaurin from the Commanders. So he's Brown's like, hey, I could give a team experience. I'm a lot of controversial. I got a lot of mental wealth. but I could, you know,
I gotta bring
run
my
routes
baby
and catch
moms
it.
with
Yeah.
me, but hey, you know,
I can run these routes and I can catch the ball. So that's going to be a weird selling point. That'd be very interesting to see if a team gives into that.
Hey, look, man, sounds pretty enticing.
All right. Well, that's it for football, really. And then, speaking of football, but in a different way, Marshawn Lynch, part owner of the Kraken. What was that? Yo, show that thing that you just said in the group chat right before we hopped on.
Oh, I don't have it connected. But yeah, it was minority owners of the Kraken, Marshawn Lynch and McLemore, and then someone quote tweeted and said McLemore is white.
No, sometimes the best tweets are the ones that aren't trying to they don't add LOL or an emoji. They just literally say a few words and they put a period at the end. Those sometimes are the best retweets or comments.
Yeah. No, they had Marshawn driving the Zamboni, chilling and shit. Like, hey, look, that's cool, man. Like, hockey's up and coming. Like, especially in Seattle, bro. They're a brand new team. Like, why not invest in that? You know, and Marshawn's that dude. He played in Seattle. Like, I think more people are going to go to the games now just because he's involved in it, and I'm sure he's got good people in his back pocket, in his corner, that are telling him what moves to make and what to do. So I hope it works out for him. Macklemore, I don't really care so much about because his songs suck. Like, he doesn't make good music. But
he hasn't been relevant. But it's crazy how in Seattle, whether it's the Sonics, whether it's the Kraken, or the people who play in Seattle or have some type of affiliation, they really stick together. Whether it's part minority owners or just marketing and branding and stuff. It's crazy how NBA, they don't have a team in Seattle anymore. And you think obviously it was only controversial, or they had to get out of there because they had to get out because of the arena. It wasn't even have to do with the city or the team, but it's crazy when, Seattle unites, they do it pretty big.
Yeah. Their MLS team gets a lot of fans.
Portland Timbers, they're one of the biggest as far as sellouts and their vibe. They're over there after every goal. They're chopping down wood. They're wild, a fan base. And there's not too many wild MLS fan bases. They're definitely one, if not 1A, 1B. Okay.
Over and over again.
Shout out the first place New York Metropolitans. Shout out Gravy. First place. He was there in the building for Tom Seaver's I think reveal of the statue. I'm not sure if he was actually there for the reveal, but he was there because they've been showing some his grandfather Hodges some love. So that's nice. Good. So, yeah, the Mets, they're notorious. They put their money where their mouth is, and that owner's a good owner, and he's not afraid to spend a bag. We talked about it, I think, a couple episodes. These owners that come in and they want to spend money. These other older owners don't want them a part of the league because it's damn, he's going to ruin it. Now we all got to start spending money. So he bought an expensive team and a very known team that's hungry for not only wins, but a world championship. And we'll see if we get it. And then speaking of baseball, I got booked. We were supposed to do it last week, but this Friday I'll be on Parlay Friday. Steve Armato is having me on this Friday at, I think we recorded 9:30, 10. It'll probably be released around 11 or noon on Friday, so check that out. We'll promote it a little bit. That'd be fun just to hop on a podcast for the first time that I'm not a part of, which hopefully we'll doing more. We got some lined up to be a part of, but I'll be recording that Friday morning and have some fun on that kind of platform and see how that goes. But I'm excited to collab and do some fun things with him. As far as I'll have to start making bets this week so I can have something to talk about. So feel free to give me some picks on the side.
Let's get it.
Bet the fort. You making money? What's going on? You slowing down?
No comment.
All right, cool. Hey, sometimes you need some time off. You need some vacation time. I won't be here.
I won't be here. Oh man, hey, look, got the Discord going. Steve's doing some stuff on there. I appreciate that. I DM'd him. I was asking him for some help on that. But look, I don't gamble no more. But
Look
we
at
still
you.
gonna
Look
be
at
giving out
you.
some picks.
Yeah, off the record, on the record. Maybe we'll get that sponsor approved, and they'll fund it. They'll GoFund me for some.
No, I
Help
can't do
me.
no
It'll just say
GoFundMe,
"Help
bro.
me" in the bio.
Help me,
Please cover me.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, get rolling with that. You know what I mean? I know, you got one job. Make some bets. Make some fucking bets and
I
be
got
right
one
60% of the
job,
time. It's not hard to ask.
right?
Come on, dog.
Shit.
Only last thing I have, the Batman movie will be on HBO Max. I think it's on it,
Tuned
or
in.
will be on soon. You didn't see it yet, right?
No, I haven't seen it
All right.
yet.
Well, that's the opportunity to see it. HBO Max, pretty quick coming on. I guess they had a deal where like it'll come out for a month and then they'll just throw it on there, which is smart. R.I.P. DJ K Slay, New York.
Saw that.
Yeah, classic dude. Mixtapes, big on New York radio. I grew up listening to nothing that he like produced or made, but you always heard like 3 or 4 old school DJs, and DJ K Slay was one of those. Did a lot of work in the streets with some rappers. But let's wrap up episode 19, my man. Any little announcements, shout outs on your end before we wrap this bad boy up?
Did you know rabbits can't puke?
Rabbits can't puke. I would think a lot of animals can't puke.
They can't throw up. That's crazy.
And it's a mammal? No, it's a rodent. Right? It's a rodent.
They're rabbits. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm getting technical. See, this is what happens with like Rogan. When I listen to Rogan, they bring up topics and then they go way deep into it. And I'm like, damn, I just learned some shit about a rabbit I didn't think I knew. Mike Tyson was on, by the way. That's a good episode. They talk some deep shit about like wild things. Them two just be getting high, just talking about crazy shit. But go ahead.
That's how he is. You lose 30% of your taste buds during flights.
Huh. I don't know about that one. No, I did not.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't taken too many long flights, so I try not to eat airplane food anyways.
Yeah, no, never. Get the fuck out.
Hey, pineapple is a natural meat tenderizer.
Pineapple is a natural meat tenderizer. So what do you mean, you cook with it?
If you want some tender meat.
Yo, what did it say in the group chat? Vito just ordered his steak raw.
Gross, dog. What's wrong with Buddy, man? And then he tried to make up for it. He's like, "Oh, I'm at Houston's."
Yeah, he tried to stunt real quick.
Cool.
Like he got caught saying something dumb, and he was like, "All right, how do I deflect this? Oh, I'm spending $30 on it, so ignore the stupid comment I made." He's crazy.
Hey, what's the English word with the most definitions?
Oh, I know this one. Oh, is it long? It's like 12 letters?
No, it's only 3.
Oh, fuck. Go ahead.
Set. S-E-T.
Look at you. You're like Giannis in a post-game press conference saying dad jokes.
Yo, he's funny with that shit. Yo, fucking B, bro. What's he doing back there? I can't stand that dude,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
about to lock in on some of these games.
Can't stand Embiid.
Oh, wait. Did they win already? Game's over? Oh, wow. There's a blowout. 24 in the third. Never mind. Jesus. I was hoping at least Raptors could make it a series, but they had too many injuries. Let's see, like we ended last episode. Let's see if we go on Twitter and find some breaking news before we go. So it seems like the Sixers won that game. Jazz are playing right now. Gus Johnson's trending for what? Oh. Gus Johnson's calling a game on TNT. That's a big deal. Whatever.
An inmate got 2 women pregnant. A transgender inmate got 2 women pregnant.
Hey, equal rights. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, how do you do that, bro?
What? Who? Oh, how do you physically do it? I don't know, man.
No,
I don't know what you're asking.
I don't know what I'm asking.
I didn't even want to think about it to like think about the physicalness of how it happened. Wow, that sounds weird. I don't know. It's a slow news week, I guess. Oh yeah. So breaking news 56 minutes ago. Here we go. And this was one of our first topics we talked about was the 4 largest U.S. airlines, United, Delta, Southwest, and American, dropped their mask requirements for domestic flights after a judge struck down the federal mandate. So I guess Florida, by doing that, made it like, oh, okay, well, that's what it is with these corporations. It's like, okay, if we do this, we don't want backlash. So those 4 companies talked and were like, we all have to do it because no one could just fly. Like, the Spirit and Frontier ain't involved in that because they're not a major company.
Honestly, because if only 1 or 2 do it, then motherfuckers only gonna fly those 1 or 2.
So they hit each other up. They hit each other up. It was like, hey, let's do this. All 4 of us. We do it at the same time because if one of them does it, then they might get backlash. And why didn't the other 3? And then there's no. I like that all 4, whether it was set up that way or the government made them do it that way. Whatever the reason is, let's fucking go. I'm flying out to New York in 2 weeks, so I won't have to wear a mask on a flight. Let's fucking ride.
Shout out my boy.
People are already posting photos like mid-flight of them not wearing masks, like hype as fuck. Like, yes, I get to breathe again. Yeah, wearing a mask and you know what's funny? It's like because normal flights are like average flight 2 to 3 hours. Let's call it 2.5. But you're wearing a mask an hour and a half before that, and then another hour after. So you're wearing a mask for 6 hours, and it's like, yeah, I know, I get it. It's not a big deal. It's not
trash.
Killing myself in a way, but it's like, why do I want to wear it? That's like saying, oh, you have to wear this jacket when it's a little hot out, but I don't want to fucking wear the jacket because it's fucking hot. It's like, yeah, you'll live if you wear the jacket, but do you want to? No, I don't fucking want to.
Hell no.
That's probably a poor analogy, but it just shows being uncomfortable is fucking annoying no matter what it is. So I'm glad. Shout out all those Republicans getting the job done these days.
Shout out my boy AB, still doing his thing, DJing. Follow his page. Shout out my boy Koriak, Philly, City of Brotherly Love. He's got an album coming out. He's got a baby on the way. Big congrats on that. Shout out Bikini Block. They got a beach cleanup this weekend, Boynton Beach, early in the morning. Go do a good deed this weekend.
Quality post on that page.
Yeah.
Quality post all around.
We're going to repost it this probably tomorrow. I'll take a little screenshot of it. Just, like, come on, bro. It's the beach.
Yeah,
Who doesn't like the beach in South Florida?
Go save a seal or something.
Yeah, come on. Baby turtles, bro. Like, come on.
And then, go have conversations with women that are probably out of your league. Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And, like, honestly, like, if you're littering on the beach, like, fuck you. Like, come on. That's messed up. That's messed up. So we'll do something about that. Like, go do something nice this weekend. Give back.
Love.
Give back. Shout out Spo, my dog.
Spo. He's a new man.
Married.
He's changed.
Let's go.
Hinged.
Yep.
Hinged, is that the word?
Love to see it. Hitched.
Hitched. Shout out Kelsey.
Hitched,
shout
whatever.
Out,
Yep.
Matt. What else? Anything? Nope. That's about it. Do you want to leave us with some wise words like you did last episode? You got any juice for the kids, for the people out there?
Look, man.
You're going to church lately. You told me so.
Yeah.
Any wise words?
I have been going to church.
Easter, Good Friday. Jesus died for us. Not for
but then he came back to life, bro. So, like, I mean, like,
the ultimate encore. Like, what a whore. What an attention whore.
Just get your bag, bro. But put me on the spot. I guess just, man, like, do what you gotta do. Like, don't overreact to things. Like, don't do more than you should do. Like, reciprocate the energy you get back from people, because no one likes someone that does too much, and no one likes someone that does too little. So, like,
be medium.
Just be you.
Don't be
bro.
raw. Don't be rare. Be
medium. Like, medium. Medium well. Like, come on. Like, just and just save your money.
Save your money so you can get a car that has Bluetooth and
a rear backup camera and heated seats.
Absolutely, yeah. Because hey, you're in Georgia now. It gets a little colder now. So
yeah,
that's
what it is, man.
All right, well, that wraps up episode 19. Enter the lab.
Shout out you, man.
Shout out me. Shout out you. Shout out them. Elvis Escobar, Fort Sama. Peace.